Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Starting 11 here on the Good Friends Better Rivals channel, part of the Let's Get Ready network. I'm Adelia. I'm here with my buddy Snark. I don't think either one of us are very happy right now.
I'm only here because I'm contractually obligated.
You're just here so you
Because
won't get fined?
you can get fined. We get
No,
fined.
that's the famous Marshawn Lynch
Yes,
quote, remember?
yes. Oh, I remember. Yeah, Marshawn Lynch recently in Winnipeg filming a movie of all bloody things.
Yeah.
Marshawn Lynch, movie star. All right. I'd rather watch anything with Marshawn Lynch in it. Tell you the truth, than watch what I had to watch midweek as we pick up week 14 in the stupid idiot league that I hate forever. So, Chelsea has to go to Ellen Road. Chelsea hates Leeds.
Yes.
Uh, the feeling is probably mutual. We couldn't care less what Leeds thinks. They're beneath us,
Mm-hmm.
or should be.
Should be.
Now, let's preface this by saying this is probably the worst match I've seen Chelsea play in years. They were
Yeah.
awful.
They were not good.
Every single guy on the pitch save Neto. Neto would actually run back. Neto would actually try to move forward. Everybody else stunk, especially the back line. And what's Enzo Maresca doing? What has he been doing? Well, never mind even what happened today in the Champions League. What is he
I
just
didn't hear what happened today in the Champions League.
Oh, Chelsea blew a 1-0 lead at Atalanta, lose for the first time after scoring first in Champions League. First time in, what do they say, 12 years or 13 years or something like that.
Oh,
Super,
wow.
super fun. Now, for some reason, okay, so Chelsea's building off that great match against Barcelona. 10
Mm-hmm.
men against Arsenal. They look like they were carrying play for most of that match. They go into Leeds. They decide like Maresca, I guess he's been there what a year and a half, not even. Still doesn't quite grasp the history of this club and decides to sit everybody. He makes
That's
six
dumb.
substitutions, including the whole back line. He's using defenders out of position at right back so that Reece James can go up into midfield.
Midfield.
Uh, yeah. Tosin Adarabioyo
Mm-hmm.
is now quite simply the worst player on this squad. He gifts the final goal to Dom Calvert-Lewin to them, but he was just terrible all day. Couldn't pass, couldn't clear, couldn't do anything. He was, yeah, he was an absolute menace for the wrong reasons. Like against his own squad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no. He even gets so Fofana today gets a boot in the head. He's on the ground and stuff like that's accidental. It's not a big thing. I don't know why they take him off. But then, of all people, why are you putting Tosin back in there? Tosin. He's on for 5 minutes. He has a stupid tackle, and they score basically from the free kick. He's just he is okay. Cole Palmer's best friend, probably.
Hi, Shug.
What's up, shit? He's probably Cole Palmer's best friend on the squad. I guess that's the reason why they feel they have to play this friggin' guy. Yeah, no. You can't. You cannot. Like, I'd rather have Axel Disasi back, for God's sakes.
That's saying something.
Like, even Benoit Betty Shield comes in. He's all right. Moving Trevor Caliba to the right wing. Like, you're not resting him. Why would you? It just makes no sense. Nothing of this made sense. We lose 3-1. Yeah, Cole Palmer comes back. He gets 30 minutes. Looked like he did nothing. Just running around out there for 30 minutes, which is fine. Now, yeah, it's the lineup. It was just everything about it. Doesn't make any sense. Credit to Leeds who played well. They came into this match with this sort of Damocles over their manager's head. You know, they had to get results against Chelsea and Liverpool, or he was probably out of there. Well,
Yeah.
they slapped around Chelsea for 90 minutes. And the Neto goal, notwithstanding, when it looks like we're actually going to make a push, and then Tosin actually buries them with that ridiculous play back to the net. But Joel gets his first Premier League goal. It only took them 6 minutes, and they were all over Chelsea in those first 6 minutes. Tanaka made it two in the 43rd minute, just sloppy. And then, of course, that Dom Calvert-Lewin one. Terrible. Terrible football by Chelsea. This is a thing now, because we're going to
Mhm.
go into the match against Bournemouth from week 15. And uh, it's a December thing for Chelsea. It's become institutionalized that they have to suck December. I talked about it last week going into December.
You
They
did.
are terrible in December, and they don't do anything to change that fact. Like Bournemouth coming in 1 point in their last 5 matches, and
Yeah.
this is a 0-0 game. Like Chelsea doesn't lose, but you're drawing 0-0 to Bournemouth, who had been on the ropes. Now they have 2 points in 6 games. Congratulations to them.
Yeah,
Uh,
they had really cooled off since their start to the
they
season, and
were in the league at one point this year.
yeah.
But Cole Palmer starts 60 minutes of nothing. They got Estevao. He starts. He gets hacked the entire half he's on. By the end of it, he is so frustrated. You can tell he's gonna get a card. He's gonna get a red card. He's
Yeah.
he's had enough. Who was it that was the referee? Michael Oliver. There you go. Of course, it's
Of
Oliver.
course. Yeah.
Terrible, terrible all match. But well, you could play through most of the stuff. Senesi for Bournemouth. He's hands on everybody all the time. He's not getting called. Liam Delap's trying to play physical as well now because of all the stuff that's going on. He's trying
Hi,
to push
Davon.
the line. Of course, he's terrible at pushing the line, it seems. These days, he was better at Ipswich, and I think everybody was just further back. Now, he gets into it with Senesi in the box, gets picked up, dropped on his shoulder. He has a separated shoulder. Good news for Liam Delap. He's out 6 to 8 weeks. Again,
Again, yeah. Didn't he just come back?
he just came back. Yeah, he's now he's going to be injury riddled. He doesn't matter. It's not like he's changing the anything for the squad. He's done nothing except for in the Champions League. They had a great game against Barcelona. They had a great game against Barcelona, but
They had a great game against Barcelona, absolutely. But
yeah,
like,
ever since it's gone well in that Arsenal game, but it's gone to crap. This is coming
yeah.
crap,
Yeah.
and we knew it was coming. And they got Everton next, and we're gonna do our sleeper app predictions. I always
Mhm.
predict a Chelsea win. I don't know if I can do that this week. It's, it's just throwing good money after bad. It's like what would I think that Chelsea would do anything different after what Maresca has shown that he has lost it. He's lost his mind with
Yeah.
some of the decisions he makes in putting players out there. You don't need to change everybody. Why would you change your
Yeah.
whole back line against Leeds?
It makes
This
no
is the
sense.
time you kill these guys. This is the
Yeah.
time you put your friggin' foot on their throats. Not go, oh,
Mhm.
let's try all the backups and hope that everybody has fun, doesn't get hurt. Ridiculous. Awful. Terrible. Uh, Christmas canceled. I hate everything about December now. I'm going to cry myself to sleep again tonight. For like almost a week straight. I've been doing that ever since
Christmas is
Thursday.
canceled over this?
I'm canceled. Yeah, everything. If you have a birthday in December, forget it. Canceled.
Okay.
Yep. Everything's done. That's it. Unless we start winning again. Then I'll change my mind. But I uh, I have serious doubts about that. Now, you want to feel better? Do you want to talk about your squad?
My
Well, you had
squad
one.
I feel a little better about.
Yeah, you had one game that was pretty good for you guys at home against Brentford.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just took care of business.
Yeah,
There was really no fight in Brentford at all.
no fight in Brentford at all. We played that game without Saliba and Gabrielle. Um, I thought the back line did fine
Sure.
in that game. Um,
Well, they weren't pushing. I think there was one
there
shot
was
on.
there was no push from Brentford.
Yeah, one shot on. I
Absolutely.
think they had 6 attempts. You had a nice goal. That nice give and go with Matchweeks and Ben White when they
Yeah, that
crossed it
was
over to
nice.
Mikel Marino was a real nice goal. And then who got your last one? Saka. I think it was in extra time, right? The one that just oh
Uh,
yeah, the one that goes off Kelleher's hands and he runs back to get it, but it's too late. It's like oh
yeah,
you
yeah.
cannot let that go through you. It was just
No.
yeah, he just fold his hands just full. Gotta have stronger wrists. Be goalkeeper in this league. Damn it. And I'd say your
Yeah,
first name, Kelleher, but I never get it right. It's spelled weird.
I don't know how to say his first name either. It's
Nope,
very
I don't even
Irish.
know if they do.
And yeah, it just Kelleher. We'll just call him
Yeah, it's
Kelleher.
we can call him Scrabble because it looks like it's just you grabbed a whole bunch of tiles laid about,
There
and that's what you get.
there's a few Russian female tennis players who could have that nickname as well for the way that their last names are spelled. Um yeah, this was fine. Like I expected us to beat Brentford. I expected
Yeah,
it to be fairly comfortable and it was.
yep.
Um Not really too much to say about this game. It
You
is what
guys
it is.
moved. You guys moved 5 points up on
We
Chelsea.
we did. We moved 5 points up on Chelsea.
Sorry,
Um
9 points up on Chelsea. You moved
9 points up
nine
on
points up
Chelsea,
on
5
Chelsea.
points up on City.
Right, that was the one. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to give
And
Chelsea too much credit,
yeah.
which is
I
ridiculous.
I'm just existing today, so like I totally thought you said City.
Mm-mm.
Um we were in a good position going into the game against Villa,
Yeah.
and then the game against Villa happened.
Yep, they go. They
Now,
travel to Birmingham. It was a high tempo game. It was fun to watch.
yeah, let's see. We got a comment here from Lucky Singh. So happy Wolverhampton Wonders beaten by us. Every team difficult in the Premier League. Pace, fight, quick counterattacks, as Manchester United said. We'll get to that game, Lucky.
Yeah,
We haven't gotten to that yet.
yeah.
Um,
Everybody's lucky when they get a chance to
to play
play
Wolves,
Wolverhampton Wanderers.
and that's who
Yikes.
Arsenal plays next. So,
Well, oh, it's got a
um,
free space on the board. Now,
it's a good time for them to be
yeah.
playing Wolves. I will say, of course, knowing our luck, sometimes this will be Wolves' first points in God knows how long.
Oof.
Um, the Villa game I didn't watch live because it was at 6:30 in the
Early.
morning here, and I'm
A little
just like
early.
not getting up for that game. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I just can't do it. Um, I don't know what to say about it really. I've watched it since. I
Yeah.
watched the replay of it. There were points in that game where we looked pretty good.
Sure.
Um,
It's not like you guys lost to like the 14th place squad.
no,
You're playing a
Villa's a
Villa
really
squad on
good
his way up.
squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, Villa's a really good squad. As much as I hate to say it, Unai Emery's been a great manager for them.
Mm-hmm.
But
Despite the beginning of the year.
yeah, despite the
Imagine
beginning of
if
the
they
year, they
started
start.
off well. Gee whiz.
Yeah, if they started off well, they might be in the top
Mm-hmm.
2 right now.
Yep.
Um, it just that goal in extra time pissed me off. I mean, like
Scrambling.
the scrambling, the
That's where you miss
that's where you
your
miss Saliba
stalwarts.
and Gabrielle.
Yeah.
But I thought other than that, it was a 1-1 game. Like until that moment,
Yeah.
um, I don't really have too much to like critique or pick apart. I asked Ferris if he wanted to come on today, to rant about
Mm-hmm.
Arsenal because he watched this game live and was very angry and very upset, but he unfortunately can't be here today.
I think they
He's
exposed Eze a little bit on that one wing, and that's why they pulled
Yeah,
him off coming in and had Trosser. Trosser comes on 7 minutes later, scored.
Yeah, that's sort of a Leandro Trossard thing. It's like
Yeah,
come on as a sub and score.
it's a different
Um,
pace for teams to go up against too, and
yeah,
I'd probably work the same way with Eze to be fair. But Eze getting the starts now, he's going to get some of the criticisms too that go along with it.
yeah, yeah. Um, I I don't like I said, I don't have too much to like actually criticize about this game. I just thought that it looked like we'd played a few days earlier and now we were playing again. At the noon game or whatever it is, the 12:30 kickoff in England.
Hmm.
Like when they change the start of the games, it does throw their rhythm off, I think. Um it's not the 3 o'clock on Saturday kind of thing anymore. Um it's not an excuse.
Yeah,
It just
everybody
I
gets
think
to do
it's
it.
everybody has to do it in the league. I
Hmm.
just think it does throw players' rhythms off in their routines and the way they go about preparing for a match. Um, Villa's a good team. I will say they deserve that win
Sure.
because I think they were a little better than Arsenal over the 90.
Yeah.
But this is not the end of the world.
Nope. Not yet.
It's not the end of the world yet.
Especially coming next week or whatever, you get
Yeah, next week
a
we get
comfortable week.
Wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, next week we get Wolves. Like if we lose to Wolves, I'm just gonna be
Yeah.
like, this is not good.
Yeah. This is
But
going to become a different show.
yeah, but
Everybody just wears black, and we'll have just turn it into a goth show for
we're
you.
doing that show today, right now. Um, I think that when we get Saliba and Gabrielle back, that'll be massive.
Sure.
Obviously, I haven't heard yet how long Saliba's out for. Because I haven't even really heard yet what knock he picked up is.
Right.
But Hincapie and Mascara should be able to handle Wolves, hopefully.
You would imagine.
And it like also that we have other people that can step in. We could play Calafiori at center back and put Miles at left back. We could put Timber in at center back and put Ben White in at right back. We could put Ben White in as center back because he was originally a center back before we converted him to a left back. I mean right back. So we have options there if Arteta isn't feeling like the
Getting a
pairing
little
between Inca.
Rubik's, getting a little Rubik's cube there at the back, just like what Chelsea's doing.
Yeah.
Look how successful that is.
Well, yeah, but like also these guys know how to play those positions. I wouldn't say
Mhm.
Tosin quite knows how to play any position.
No, he played at
Um,
Fulham. Like, oh, just imagine. So we get him as a runner free from Fulham. Just imagine the last guy we got center back on a free was some guy from PSG that turned out to be pretty good, and this guy has to go into that kind of thing. Oh, that just makes it even worse. It makes it so much worse.
Lucky says Arsenal needs some key members back when have to go grind out of Wolves. Yeah, Arsenal needs some people coming back. Like
Yeah.
Arsenal's had an injury crisis this year that I don't think um, has helped the team in any way. Uh, we have some people coming back now. I noticed today they took Max Dowman off the Champions League squad and replaced him with Gabriel Jesus, which I'm like, why? But then Dowman's injured, so they kind of had to do that. But
When you'd rather have a
um,
16-year-old kid in there
I
than
would.
Gabby
I would rather
Jesus. I
have
know what you're
a
saying.
16-year-old
That
than
just that just makes it
he's
what Jesus
15. He
is.
doesn't turn 16 until like the day before New Year's.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Um, I just think that this could be a wobble, not a complete collapse.
You're not
Because
looking
they
at a Liverpool level of
we're not looking at a Liverpool level collapse
going off
here.
that edge.
We'll talk about Liverpool in a minute.
Yeah,
Um, I just think this might be a temporary thing because it happens. Sometimes you lose by a last second goal in stoppage time. Like we've won games that way before. So like I'm not super upset about this loss, but if it becomes a pattern, like if we go out there and shit the bed against Wolves this week, then I'm going to be concerned.
Yeah, I think that's maybe some of the things that people complain about. You got the loss, you got a couple of draws in there, but you guys are still getting wins. And you guys won
Yeah,
your most important match of the season so far. You slapped around Spurs. Well, Chelsea had the reverse happen to them at Leeds. So there you go.
yeah,
Moving on. You guys are still in
yep,
first place. Still
yeah,
so far a Merry Christmas for Arsenal. No one's getting a lump of coal like a certain Enzo Maresca this year. Now, Brighton and Villa had also played. Villa finally scoring their goals, like we said on the Wednesday. They got 4 past Barford Bruggen in that one. Ollie Watkins actually scored. Not only scored, he got a brace.
yeah. That was surprising given how this season's gone.
Surprising that he's had to wait this long to get to what is it now? 3 goals on the season,
Yeah.
15 weeks. Yeah, John Paul Van Hecke had a brace for Brighton as well. Amadou Onana and Daniel Mallon scored the other 2 goals for Villa, and who were having so much fun scoring, Adelia, that they decided to put one in their own net as well. So there you go.
Yeah.
That's what made it
Um,
4-3.
yeah. For those of you who are tuning in for the first time, you might not understand the format we're going about talking about these teams for these two match weeks. We always start with Chelsea and Arsenal, and we cover their games, and then we will talk about the other games
Mm-hmm.
together by team. So we got to Aston Villa. So we talked about Villa's 2 games now. We will talk about the next team on Snark's list, which is
Brighton.
Brighton.
Brighton, who lost
Talk,
to Villa.
yeah.
They get West Ham at the Amex.
Oh,
A favorable matchup for
it's a
them.
very favorable matchup for anyone this year.
Hmm So another chance at 3 points, but they decided to play one of the more boring first halves of football
Yeah,
in the
there's been
league.
a lot of teams playing, a lot of
A
games in the last
lot of
week.
games because you got to get all of these international breaks in, for goodness sakes. I would say Verbruggen had made a couple of big stops, and
Wasn't there like a double save that was
yeah, that
really
was in the 59th
spectacular?
minute. It was trying to remember who it was. Anyways, no, he makes two. Yeah,
What
he makes 2 quick
the
saves.
second
Anyways,
the second it was like Crescencio Somerville and Jared Bowen, I think, that he
right.
makes the saves on.
But it's Jared Bowen who actually gets the breakthrough. Callum Wilson playing that ball into the box. The slide almost looks like he's taking a slide tackle, but gets there ahead of the defender and somehow beats Verbruggen 73rd minute. But Jorginho Ruder is going to equalize it in extras. There's a bicycle kick. Now, hold on to your chairs just in case. Charles Lampos Costulis with
That's a
the
name.
yeah, I think that's what Harry Potter says to get that deer in the book. Now, there's a scramble after he does his bicycle kick. It just goes off a couple of guys. Not the worst bicycle kick we've seen over the last couple of weeks, but
No.
people are more people going for this bicycle kick. They want to look famous for a week. Anyways,
Well, they
uh,
realize that you just have to jump like 2 inches off the
yeah, now
ground
it's
to
just
do
two
one,
inches. Like
and
just fall
it's a
down.
fantastic bicycle kick. Then
Ridiculous.
I still think that Christian Romero kick did not deserve that level of commentary. Anyways,
No, ridiculous. Reuter is going to finish it, but they have to take a quick look at a handball. It got cleared. They each get a point. Brighton's in
hmm
eighth spot, basically the Brighton spot. They're right at home there, probably where they'll end up. Spoiler alert for 23 weeks from now. We're going to tell you about West Ham's placement later. It's not great. We'll also say this: it's not West Ham, not great. United and West Ham, who we were mentioning. Uh, Now, West Ham goes into Old Trafford. They got a 1-all draw because United. It's hard to put your thumb on Manchester United. Not as bad as last year. They're
no,
much
they've
better than
definitely
last year.
improved. They've definitely improved.
But they definitely have peaks and valleys
They
for the
do.
way they play against a couple of second half goals. Diego Dallo in the 58th, And then West Ham gets a reply from Sangutu Mugasa in the 83rd. Puts in scraps from a corner. That's his first Premier League goal, which we've said that a lot about people. I wonder how
We have
many
said that
people
a
have had
lot
their
this year.
first Premier League goal this year. It's been an incredible
It
amount.
seems like a lot.
Yeah, each team gonna take a point. Now, to United's other match
Hmm.
against the vaunted Wolverhampton Wanderers. Now, I don't know. We were saying this last year, but maybe Wolves are on pace to be the worst team
They might
ever.
be. They might
They
be.
just got nothing. And like we're going to say it every week. They got good players, but maybe they don't. Maybe the players they had that were good have just gone to crap.
They
Everything
just
seems to have gone to crap there.
Wolves just look like totally checked out and
Yep.
disinterested in playing, and no communication between the players on the pitch, and no
The
communication.
defense and the keeper, the
Yeah,
defense and the defense. There's nothing. That first goal Bruno
nothing.
Fernandez scores. How
Yeah,
does that get through Johnston? And Johnston's yelling at the defense and stuff. Yeah, like Fernandez falls down at one point, gets up, and then takes the ball back again, and still ends up
yeah.
scoring. And never should have got there, but whatever. That's fine.
The
Awful.
There's no communication between the players and the manager.
Nope.
Like he's trying to shout in instructions on things they should do, and it's just like they don't want to do it.
Yeah, they'd rather play in the championship. You know what I mean?
And they're going to get to.
Yeah, there. Yeah, this is almost official by now. Bellegarde, Jean-Rick Bellegarde equalized it before halftime, but the second half, like Wolves may as well just stayed.
Yeah,
Just stayed in the lockers and stuff like that. They
yeah,
didn't do anything. Terrible defending. Cunha to Dallo to Mbumo. Nice passing play. Again, I think it was a 3-on-1. They score on that one. Fernandez puts in a nice cross to, of all people, my little buddy, Mason Mount. Mason Mount scoring
yeah.
goal. So I see a thing about how Mason Mount has more goals than like Cole Palmer this year and stuff like that. You're gonna want to say, it's like, well, I think
Like
Cole Palmer's
Cole
played 90
Palmer's
minutes.
missed most
90
of the
minutes
season.
this year. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Trev Chalobah still has more goals than Mason Mount does on the season. If you really wanted to get into it,
Yeah,
probably
Lucky Singh
school ice
saying
booties.
we need to go pace, physicality, power for next game after Wolves. Cunha, Mason Mount, Diego Dallo, Sandro Martinez, and
Sure,
Mr.
press those
Happy.
guys. You got to
Yeah,
press those guys. Yeah, go forward. Yeah, your defense and United can be suspect. So why not just go forward all the time? Yep, for
they
sure. Play a high
have a
line.
decent attack at United. So
Yeah, well, how many times did we talk about Brian Mbeumo last year, the year before?
yeah,
Cunha, when he's healthy and stuff like that, looked good. It's talking about guys coming over from Wolves and stuff like that.
yep.
Tore that team apart, probably. Probably the only reason they weren't relegated over the last couple of years. But what are you gonna do? The guy that
Yep.
keeps beating them, so they took him. Yeah, not great, not a great look for them, but whatever. And then, yeah, and they get another one. There's a handball called the box, and Fernandez converts the penalty. So United at the end of the match had 27 shots on, or shots at. They got 10 shots on. The Wolves are an embarrassment. They're an embarrassment to the league. They
Yeah,
should just pull them now. Just award 3 points to everyone else who was supposed to play. Ridiculous.
yeah.
United
They're
6 behind Chelsea by 6 in goal differential, and that's it for all the laughing I did at United. Chelsea's dropped right back into them. All right,
all right.
Burnley. Speaking
Burnley.
of laughing, where I can laugh at myself saying, "Oh, Burnley's gonna make it. They're not gonna get relegated." Yep, that's why I suck at predicting things. They lose to Palace at home at the Turf Moors. Daniel Munoz with the only goal in that one at the 44th minute. It was a great cross by Mark Gay, who had a pretty good week.
It was.
It's a header finish, just another loss for the Clarets. No big surprise there. Now,
Yeah,
Fulham and Palace, and oh boy, of the London derbies, you wait all year for Fulham
yeah.
Palace at the Cottage. That isn't one of them. But
Unless
uh,
you're a Fulham or Crystal Palace fan, then you
nobody's a
might.
Fulham fan. I was gonna say no one's a Palace fan either, but we know one
But
jerk.
we know Ryan
We know
is a
one
Palace
jerk
fan.
who likes Crystal Palace.
Hello, Black
Hi,
Conquistador. I think.
Conquistador.
I don't know.
Eddie and Katia. He's your old pal. He gets the opener at Cottage. Adam Orton's pass to him in the box. Then he just walks into acres of space. What's everybody looking at? Ridiculous.
Yeah,
Anyways,
just horrible depending on that.
20 minutes in. Anyways, Harry Wilson replies in the 38th. A nice little passing play with Alex Iwobi. Game winner comes in the 87th. It's knocking in Jeremy
Oh, it's
Pino
Brodney. I had no idea that was your handle, Brodney. My apologies.
Conquistador. Anyways, Emil Smith Rowe also had a goal called out before the winner by Gigi there by VAR, and then yeah, Chukwueze was offside for it. Chukwueze, who had that great match against City
Yeah,
just a few days before and stuff too, but again, 2 games this week for Fulham, and they fall short both matches. Now, Crystal Palace, incredibly,
yeah.
fourth spot. How is Palace in fourth?
I
What is
don't know,
happening to
but
this
yeah,
league? I don't like it.
it's something.
Fulham's 15th, and that's about right.
That does sound about right.
That brings balance. You know what I mean? And then poor Wolves. We'll talk about them again for the final time this week. They get Forest. Forest go get their free 3 points there at the Molyneux. Igor Jesus. The only goal. It's a dull match. You know, I wish this one finished 0-0, so I didn't even have to mention it once. Anyways, nice cross by Amari Hutchinson, I guess you could say, for Forest, who then take on Everton. Oh, like a little trip to the Merseyside. They get to play at the brand new Pickle Dixon Stadium, whatever it is.
Old Dickinson Stadium.
Yeah, Sean
Luck
Dyche.
Lucky Singh saying Crystal Palace surprisers of the league.
Oh, yeah. There's been a bunch. There's been a bunch of surprise, like Sunderland to be that good for that long. Now they're kind
Yeah.
of dropping down and stuff like that. But they were a big surprise too. Yeah, but yeah, Crystal Palace, considering again the players they lose and stuff like that, almost lose
Yeah.
Mark Gahey and probably should have.
Yeah. Probably
But
should have.
yeah, well, now they're
I
better than Liverpool. I wonder if he
it,
wants to stay.
it's insane what's happened to Liverpool this year, but we'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah. Oh, feels good. Now,
Yeah.
Sean Dyche making his return to Everton. Of course, different stadium and stuff like that now. He probably doesn't like being there that much because 80 seconds in, it's Kieran Dewsbury Hall. And what a signing this guy's been. But this one isn't going to count. It goes for him because it's going to go off Nikola Mikolenko and in for the own goal. It's 80 seconds in. Basically, this
That's
thing
never good.
basically third. It was basically over there. Third minute of the first half extras. Everton goes on a counter. It's a 3-on-1. It was just a jailbreak. People get to, I can't remember which player it is. Even they get a yellow card for dissent afterwards. A dissent for what? They ran up the ball. They scored on a 3-on-1. Anyways, Ilman Endai passes over to Tierno Barry for his first in the Premier League. We say it again. We say it multiple times a week, it seems. But good on the Frenchman for finally getting that first
Yeah.
goal. And the final one, then, yeah, comes from the man in farm, Kieran Dewsbury Hall, world champion, by the way. Kieran Dewsbury Hall. He cleans up a corner, just static defending.
Even on a week when Chelsea sucked, you still work in the world champion
Hmm.
bullshit?
Yeah.
Stop it.
So it was like somebody nailed the Forest defender's boots to the ground. Nobody
Mhm.
moved. He scores from way out, and nobody ran to the ball or anything like that either. I'm sure he was surprised that he could
So
make it there
dumb.
so easily. Terrible defending. So, Forest are clear of the relegation zone by 1-4. So, yes, so much for the new manager bounce. They're settled back down. That's about right. West Ham in 18th spot. West Ham is the ones that are right behind, or that are beating them, or they're
Yeah.
beating by 1 goal, which is crazy. Now,
No,
Liverpool.
well, they have 2 more points than West Ham does.
Oh,
They're on
sorry, yeah,
15 points. West Ham's on 13 points.
I was mixing it up.
Forest is behind Leeds by 1 goal.
There you go. So, moving over to Liverpool, because we've been waiting to talk about this.
This has been a fun week.
Yeah. So, first, Mo Salah doesn't play. This is the second game in a row, I think they say.
Yeah.
Second game in a row where he's
habit now.
first time this has ever happened where he's been on the bench,
Yeah.
healthy
Healthy.
for 2 matches in a row. Sunderland go to Anfield. Another no score first half. Best chances maybe through the Black Cats, who were doing pretty well. Allison made some great saves. Liverpool, kind of their own worst enemies, missing the net. I know that Florian Wirtz has a great chance, just goes wide and stuff like that. Robin Roos had to make a couple of good saves as well to keep him in it. Then it's the 68th minute, and it's from well out. Chemdine Talibi pulls it off of, or puts it off of Virgil van Dijk's butt. Once again, Virgil van Dijk, the guy that, oh, he's better than Terry. Oh, he's better than all this stuff.
Supposed best defender in the world at one
He
point.
he's a chicken. He's a chicken. How many goals have gone in off his back or his ass this year?
A lot.
Ridiculous. And from that far out, too, just makes it so much better. Because, yeah, he was probably 25, 26 yards out when this thing goes in off of him. But Liverpool do equalize in the 81st minute. They're going to share some points here. And that announcer guy, like, I only wish he gets this excited, when he has a nice intimate moment with his wife. Because the way he was going on about Florian Wirtz scoring a goal, his first for the 125 million euro, man. Da, 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 da. Hold on. Wait. That went off Nordi Mukiele for an own goal. Florian Wirtz, still a zero.
Goalless.
Still a zero.
Goalless, Florian Wirtz.
How is he going to explain that to his family, how he went on about Florian Wirtz?
The commentating around Florian Wirtz this year has been so funny.
Yeah.
They've invented stats to make him look like he's playing well.
Yeah.
And like, he's not been good for Liverpool.
Nope.
Like, him in midfield for Liverpool has actually thrown the whole thing off.
Sure.
Really, because he's not playing well at all, and I'd say he's improved a little bit over the season, but not enough to be like celebrating a goal that was an own goal that much. Like,
people
this is
went
just
after
because of the price tag of his transfer to Liverpool and how he was supposedly going to elevate this team even more, and their transfer strategy this past window has backfired.
Yeah, let's just go get everybody.
Badly.
We're going to go get everybody. We're the Premier League champs. We're going to keep it up forever. We're going to have, a 1,000-year dynasty. No.
The thing that made Liverpool build up to that title was not doing that. Was getting in a couple of people, maybe, not really changing the squad that much, building team chemistry, and then in this past window, they just blew it all up. When they were the Premier League champions, it makes no sense. And, like, this has to be studied for, like, what not to do in a transfer window. Because these players aren't gelling. They have no chemistry with each other on the pitch. Like, they've ruined their team to the point that they're barely in the top 10 in the standings. And, yeah, it's just not.
Everybody there wants to score. Everybody there wants to score.
No
Nobody
one wants to play defense.
Yeah, no one wants to set it up either. So they're, everyone's out there on an island by themselves. That's why Mo Salah works best when he's working with somebody. No one's working with him.
And like, I still say them losing.
I'm gonna fall asleep tonight quite comfortably, knowing that Mo Salah is not happy with this club.
Yeah, and I still say they lost something with Salah when Trent moved to Real Madrid. their
That's that
combination
same
down that
side. Yep.
right hand side was really working for them last year, and then now Trent's gone, and now it's looking like Salah might be gone too.
Yeah, and Liverpool sang him out. For God's sakes, Trent Alexander-Arnold. Yeah, never should be a right wing back, but
No.
it was working for them. Salah, of course, the Golden Boot.
Yep.
But now they're not.
Nope.
Now
They're a
they're
disaster. They
yeah.
are a straight up disaster.
Now they're giving up 3 goals to Leeds. Could you imagine? Could you
That
imagine a
was.
squad that would?
How many times did they take the lead in that game? Did they go up a goal like 3 times and then Leeds came back? Because that's what it
No,
felt
they
like.
they go up 2. So they start. They go
Oh,
over
that's
to
right. They were 2-0 up and then
yeah,
Leeds
they
came
go
back.
over to Bell End Road, and this is where most sell it. The end of this is where all the speculation's going to go. Where this is it. Like I guess he's called his parents to come to Anfield or something like that. He's got Afcon coming up. The January window's coming. Saudi Arabia is going to go after him hard in
Yep.
this. Liverpool has to get some money back from somewhere.
They
You know
do.
what I mean? It's
They do.
ridiculous that they paid all this mess. But one of those guys that they played for was, of course, Hugo and TK, or Ekatike and TK.
Hmm.
It's like antiques. Ekatike, he gets that brace. He gets it within 5 minutes of the second half. Restart. Dom Calvert Lewin is going to get one back from the spot.
Dom Calvert Lewin has scored in 3 straight games for the first time in 5 years.
Well, he had a clear shot at this one because it's Conate takes down Stack in the box. Anthony Taylor doesn't do anything with it. Was it Anthony Taylor in that one? I can't remember. But VAR
Okay.
says no, 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 no. Go take a look at this.
Yeah.
Yeah, he never got any of the ball. He got all the Stack, so ball gets placed. Calvert Lewin scores, and then Stack gets one. 2 minutes after that to tie it.
It was Anthony Taylor,
There
yes.
you go. I thought I would remember that right.
John Brooks was the VAR.
So Dom Sabazalai is the one who's going to give Liverpool the lead back in the 80th minute. After this, they give
Do
9
they
minutes.
still have him playing right back?
Dom Sabazalai. I don't pay attention. I didn't pay attention enough at that point to see if he was actually coming back and stuff like that. I keep thinking that he's almost more of a central
Let's see.
holding midfielder for them and stuff like that.
They
Maybe he
started
starts up
him,
there.
according to the Premier League website, at right wing.
Yeah. Yeah. Right.
Sure.
It's ridiculous. So,
Yeah.
yes, they give 9 minutes extras because of all this VAR nonsense that was going around and the penalties. And the 5th minute, it's Tanaka. Tanaka again. 2 games in a row. Tanaka scores, getting a point for Leeds, which was incredibly important. Like we said, his coach, Daniel Farka, under fire. I think he comes out of it looking pretty good. He's got at least through Christmas now, you would imagine, considering how some of the teams are going. Whatever they were in 16th spot or something like that. That might be they may be safe in there. Who knows?
Yeah.
As for Liverpool dropping to 10th, all the stuff going on with Salah. What a awful way for a legend of your club to go out like
Yep.
this,
Yep.
and to say Liverpool doesn't look worse with him on the bench. I'll tell you that. They look like they're the same clubs, just without Mo Salah. So
Yeah.
if anything, they were proving, oh, we
Salah
can get rid of
Salah
this
has
guy now.
not had a Salah has not had a great year, and like I said, I do think the loss of Trent to Real Madrid was part of that. But like it's like they went out and they picked players that had a big name and could fill a role on the team, but they didn't think about how they would all gel together
Yeah,
and play as a team when they did it. So now they're trying to make things work, and it's just not working.
Mo Salah probably definitely now going into the Premier League Hall of Fame as a member of Chelsea. Probably
Probably not.
exactly what's going to happen. Now,
Probably not.
had a couple matches left to talk about. That's enough about Liverpool, the 10th place
I
squad.
am thoroughly enjoying this Liverpool season. Is all I will
Fantastic.
say.
Of course, a couple of weeks and they could be right back into the
Yeah.
European hunt.
Lucky
Newcastle.
saying West Ham surely lose their next game.
Yeah. I don't even know who they're playing, but yep, they're gonna lose.
Let's see. Who are
I
they
think it's
playing?
just easy enough to say. Doesn't matter if they're home or away either.
Yeah. Let me see here. They are playing Aston Villa. So yes, they're gonna
Oh
lose their
yeah,
next game.
yeah. They're losing. Okay, if they don't, it'd be pretty remarkable. It'd be
It
what a
would be.
letdown. What a
It's
letdown for
at the
Villa.
London Stadium, so
Doesn't matter.
it
You know,
doesn't matter now.
it's nobody's home. To be fair,
Yeah.
London
Yeah.
Stadium. Newcastle taking on Burnley. They're the lucky ones this week. Rare start for former Chelsea guy Armando Broya. He didn't
Yeah.
do anything at
No.
all, but he got to start in the Premier League again, which is not nothing, I suppose. Anyways, someone who does do something in this match is Bruno Guimaraes.
Yes.
His direct shot from the corner curls in. One of the nicer goals you're gonna see all year. I love it when things like that happen. When
Very nice
physics should
Olympico. Yes.
physics shouldn't work. I remember Reece James scoring like that
Yep.
as well. Anyways, that was in the
I
31st
always
minute.
love seeing an Olympico, even if it's against my team, because they're so like crazy to think about how you have to curve that ball to make that happen.
Yeah,
I just find it so impressive every time it happens.
yeah, shouldn't be possible. Now, 43rd minute, Anthony Elanga gets sent in all alone. Gets taken down by Lucas Pires outside the box. So that's a straight red card. And then first half extras, Anthony Gordon. He's going to cross it in, I guess, to Nick Woltemade, who's right there. Ukachuko comes running in just to prepare himself from getting hit by Woltemade, and the ball lands on his arms. Pretty
Yeah,
easy call for
that's a
handball.
handball.
Yeah, so once again, Anthony Gordon, now the only way he can score is from the spot, but he scores.
True.
So
Yeah.
there you go. He makes it too. Burnley, it's going to get one from the spot themselves at the end. Jacob Ramsey, and I don't know why this had to go to VAR. I don't know how they couldn't tell that the guy moves his arm into the way to block a shot from going in. Anyways,
Mhm.
he didn't even get a red card for that, which is crazy. I thought he would
That's
because of
crazy. Yeah.
how purposely he did. The shot goes in by what's his name, Zion. I can't remember his name. Uh,
I don't remember his name either.
yeah, Fleming, Zion Fleming. I knew I'd
Zion
get to there
Fleming.
at some point.
There you
Anyways,
go.
just beating Aaron Ramsdale was spelling in this week because it was, Burnley. Well, that's how it's going to end. Newcastle still hasn't cracked the top 10.
No.
So no one, do any skips and jumps for Newcastle in the tunes. Burnley's 19th, and that's probably where they're going to end up. And I'm not good at predicting the teams that are going to stay up. There, I said it.
Yeah.
Then to wrap, one other thing, Jon Wissa made his debut for Newcastle. It's fun to see him. You have to look down, of course. You have to look at like everybody's shoulder level, and then look
And then Yoan
directly
Wissa.
down about 2-3 feet, and you'd find Jon
Not
Wissa
2 or 3 feet.
was
Come on.
on the pitch. He wasn't dug into the ground or anything. That was his real height. Everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
City. City
You,
Gus.
you just why are you going after the man for being a short king? Come on.
He made it. He made it. He's good. He's a good player. One of my favorites all the time, Eden Hazard. It's not like he's gonna not
But
like he
he's
plays
not
center.
two or
Not like
three
he plays
feet
center
below
for the
shoulder
Belgian
level.
basketball team. Is that?
He's not 2 or 3 feet below shoulder level. Come on.
Yeah, he looks like one of those things you can do in video games or whatever, and you can unlock, little tricks. You can get them smaller. So
I
City
don't know,
takes
but it's
on
okay.
Sunderland. It's the Etihad. Last one we're going to talk about week is 30 minutes in. Ruben Diaz, a blaster from 22 yards out, deflects off of Ballard, goes in. You know, these Ballards
Yeah.
sit there and took it.
Yep.
Virgil. Now, It's a 1-0 lead. 5 minutes later, it's Gvardiol going up to head in Phil Foden corner. 60 in the 66th minute, Ryan Cherky. One of the best passes.
This was a phenomenal pass.
What are you gonna say? I don't like the guy. I don't
I
like
don't
this
either.
club at all.
I don't either.
But when you can do a back heel cross
That was
on the
so
button
impressive.
to Foden's
So
head
impressive.
to make it 3-0, there
Yeah.
you go. Donnarumma had basically the night off. He had a minute and a half stretch where he had to make a couple actually pretty good saves, and then one good save, and then Xhaka. Granted, Xhaka hits one off the post right afterwards and stuff like that. So I guess he didn't really save it. But in the 94th minute, Lucas O'Nien, given a yellow, then through VAR, upgraded to a straight red for a high challenge on Mateus Nunez. Looks like he's kicking the ball. The ball was at his feet. I thought he was in control of the ball. Maybe
I
he goes
didn't
a little,
agree with
but
this at all.
when they say high, I don't know what they're talking about. Like, you didn't go in studs. A straight red
It was
for
really
that.
weird.
Yeah.
Really weird.
They used to be called a tackle. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Sunderland maybe have lost a bit of that top four spirit. They're dropping now. They're in ninth. City, and now just 2 points out of first. Now there's a title race going on through the Christmas break and into next year. But for now, still Arsenal. You guys can still, ride around your jalopies. So your head's held high.
What are you talking about?
Your borrowed jalopies. Now, our sleeper apps. So we do the predictions every week.
We do the predictions every week, yeah.
Some people do it better than others.
This year.
Well, I had been doing all right. But somebody else who started out poorly has really turned it on as of late, and I don't like it. I can tell you this right now. I don't like it one bit.
Mr. Ryan Christensen.
Fellow Canadian Ryan Christensen.
Our resident Crystal Palace fan.
Yeah, and I don't get it. But anyways, Ryan gets 7 correct in the first week that we were covering, week 14. Pretty great. I would have had 7 as well, except for Chelsea Football Club. I
think I got 7 correct over the 2 weeks. So this is very good from Ryan.
You did. I got 6. Ferris got 5. Then week 15, it's Ryan again. 6 correct answers. I will always take a 60% on a test. No. What I got this time was a 50%. That's what I usually got, right around that 50 mark. You know what I mean? So I'm quite familiar with that. So Ferris and I, pretty tight. And at the top of the overall standings, a place where I was nowhere close to last year. I was well out of it. You even missed a week last year, and I was still nowhere close.
Yeah,
that's how poor.
This year I missed a week, and I'm well out of it now.
We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But
yeah,
what's going to happen right now is we're going to do our predictions for the upcoming week. What's this going to be? Week 7, week 16. Week 16 in your English Premier League. Now, we'll set at the top. Chelsea, Everton. Chelsea, dog shit garbage. December, Everton coming on. Maybe a bit of swagger. Their step. Don't like it. But it's at the Bridge.
Yeah. It's at the Bridge, and so that's why I'm going draw.
Well, I'm going to make myself a huge liar and still say Chelsea wins. I can't do it.
That's fine. But if this was in Liverpool, I'd probably pick Everton. But since this is the Bridge, I'm going draw.
Yeah. Speaking of Liverpool, they're at home to Brighton. This could be a pretty interesting match.
Very interesting match. I'm also going to draw in that one as well.
Ooh, I'm going to go Brighton.
Okay.
Burnley, Fulham. Oh, boy. Who's gonna watch that?
Did
Well,
we
I'll be
talk
I'll
about
be
the
watching it.
9-goal thriller between Fulham and City?
Yes, we did. We talked about it last
Oh
Tuesday
yeah, we
because
talked about it last Tuesday.
They had played just before we went live.
I was like, I didn't hear us talk about it today.
Yeah,
I'm going Fulham. I don't know why, but I picked too many draws already, so that's why I'm going
right.
Fulham.
I'm gonna go Fulham as well. And the lesser it seems of two who gives a craps. I think the Fulham should be able to beat even Burnley. Arsenal and Wolves. You wanna argue for your club here?
We'll just collect our 3 points from Wolves. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you could have said
Um,
just one word or one name. Wolverhampton. That's worth
yeah,
3 points to you.
yeah. If we do not get 3 points out of that game, I'm sure Ferris will be on here to rant next week.
Well, moving on to Sunday's games, and we got a corker right at 8 o'clock our times. Crystal Palace, and Selhurst Park, and City's coming in. Big matchup. I think Palace might actually line up pretty well against City.
I agree with that. I I just don't know if they get into another like 9-goal thriller with City if they have the players to score to keep up.
Hmm
Um, I really would like Crystal Palace to win this game, but I think City probably will.
I don't think City's going to win,
Yeah.
but now do I think they're going to lose, or do I think it's going to be a draw? Palace has options. Like, I don't think City does well against teams that actually want to push them. Head up front. I'm going to go Crystal Palace in this one. Why not? I'm going to
Okay.
throw a. This is exactly how I didn't do well last year, but let's see how it goes. Forest and Spurs. The
That will be
next one.
Spurs most likely.
Ugh, I'm going to say that's a draw.
Okay.
I'm never. I hate picking Spurs. West Ham, Villa, a battle of the same kit. It's the same kit
It
derby.
is the same kit. Yeah. I will go Villa for their
Yeah,
sixth straight win. I think, if the win streak isn't longer than that. I saw their last 5 Premier League games. At least they've won.
yep. Yeah, they're going to beat West Ham. I think we've already made that clear. Now, Sunderland, Newcastle. Who knows what we're getting out of this? But it's at the Stadium of Light.
At the Stadium of Light, you never know what's going to happen here. I'm going draw.
Ooh, that's probably smart. Oh, I think Newcastle is actually going to win that one.
Okay.
Brentford and Leeds. I think
I mean,
Leeds got the 2 wins or the 4 points their manager needed. Now they're gonna
yeah,
relax. Beat
yeah. I think
Leeds.
I think Brentford will win that game.
Yeah, I got Brentford too. Closing out the week, can Bournemouth get a win against United at
No,
Old Trafford? No,
no. Man
no.
United will win.
Man United's gonna win that match. I agree with you. Okay, so that's our
Okay.
picks. That's it
Yep.
for 14, 15, and now into 16 already.
Shook's
Not quite
like,
halfway.
no,
Oh my
they
god.
cannot.
Well, we'll see.
Um,
But I think you're right.
just want to touch real quick on the FA Cup third round draw. Um,
Mm-hmm.
we Arsenal is going to Portsmouth. I think that
Ooh,
should be an interesting match. Haven't seen Portsmouth in a while, so
Pompey, Pompey.
you guys are going to Charlton Athletic.
Yeah.
I think that should be both first third round wins for Arsenal and
Uh,
Chelsea.
you'd imagine,
You'd
but
imagine, but you never know. It's the FA Cup.
yeah, you'd imagine, but Maresca's going to do something silly like put two goalkeepers on the back line and then have you know
Yeah,
Garnacho play right back or something like that.
yeah.
Ridiculous.
Some of the other highlight matchups: Holders Crystal Palace, which is still weird to say, are going to
Yep.
Macclesfield. We have 4 all Premier League matchups: Man United versus Brighton, Tottenham
Okay.
versus Villa, Everton versus
Ooh.
Sunderland, and Newcastle versus Bournemouth. Those should all be pretty good games.
Yeah, a lot of
Uh,
subs. A lot of subs
Nottingham
played.
Forest got Wrexham. at Wrexham. And
Big deal for
Liverpool
them.
is at
Same
home to
again, same
Barnsley.
kit, same kit. Is
Yeah.
that?
Liverpool is at home to Barnsley,
Yeah.
and Manchester City is at home to Exeter City.
Well, that one should be simple. It'd just be so funny if Liverpool lost to Barnsley.
It would be very funny.
Yeah, they'd make a poster out of it. Remember the day, the famous victory. But
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. We'll see what
We'll
happens.
see.
It could happen.
It
It
could.
could happen. Probably won't.
Yeah.
But FA Cup can be weird.
Yeah. But
There's a reason why they're still in.
yeah. That'll be it for this week's episode of Starting 11. Thank you all for joining us. If you're interested in supporting the show a little bit more than just liking and sharing this video, comment on it, subscribe to the channel. All of that really helps us out. But if you're interested in supporting the channel a little bit more, we do have a Patreon and a Ko-fi page. You can send us a donation via Cash App or Venmo. And we have some other ways you can donate, like the merch store. Snark there wearing a Starting 11 sweatshirt from the merch store. That's letsgetreadynetworkshop.com. Currently,
You can use
everything
this
in
to
the
get
store.
married.
You could. Currently, everything in the store is 15% off until December 15th. So do check it out. Snark, where can people find you?
Well, around this here Let's Get Ready Network over on our sister channel, the post credits, I'll be live Thursday with an episode of Buffy. We're doing the Buffy Rewatchers Council, going through all 144 episodes of it. Fool for Love, classic episode coming
I'm going to
up.
be on that episode with you.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And then it's sister episode. They say it's a crossover. It kind of is. It's but we'll talk about it on Friday. The Angel episode is Darla. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. Can't wait to talk about that. How about you?
So I will be on the Buffy and Angel Rewatchers Councils this week. Like Snark said, Buffy Thursday, 3 p.m. Pacific. Angel Friday, 3 p.m. Pacific. And then also on the post-credits channel on Friday at 7:30 Pacific. Ferris and I are continuing our rewatch of the Lord of the Rings extended editions. Well, I guess it's for Ferris the extended editions are a first time watch because he watched Lord of the Rings in 30-minute increments on his phone at work. And that's just unacceptable to me, the biggest Tolkien fan at this here channel. So we're watching the extended editions for the holidays. We did the Fellowship of the Ring last week. This week, 7:30 p.m. on Friday, is The Two Towers. So do check in for that. Also on this channel, Saturday, might be Friday. No, it's Saturday. Saturday, the Step Back is back for their monthly episode about the NBA, talking about which NBA teams need a trade to freshen things up. So that join Shug and Josh for that, and you can join me in about an hour on a Steel Conspiracy with Shug, talking Steelers, talking Broncos, talking about the World Cup draws and the groups that are just so neutered down from what it could have been if we didn't have this crazy expansion in the World Cup. And that's a Steel Conspiracy, and is on in about an hour at 7 p.m. Pacific. So thank you, everyone, for joining us today. We had some new people in the chat today. Thank you, Lucky. Brodney was here. That was cool. Davon, Shug, thank you all for joining us. So we will talk to you next week. Bye.